Hello everyone, it's Glenny at the Chilton Public Library with a restorative yoga for beginners, gentle poses for relaxation and healing sequence. And today we're going to do the sequence Back to Bliss, a sequence for back pain relief, and it should last 45 minutes to an hour. There'll be 6 postures today. Some of them we've already done before in our previous classes. And I'd just like to remind everyone that when I offer these and read instructions and give suggestions, that it's that. They're led suggestions, and the whole purpose of restorative yoga is to really support yourself and make it work for you. So that if there's a stretch that feels too much, or if the bolster is too big, get a blanket that you roll up and maybe not have it be so high as a bolster. So always listen and to your body and make it so that it's relaxing and like opening, but not hurting. You don't want it to hurt. So our first posture today, and I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do a supported child's pose followed by a supported side bend, which we've done before, but then by an open twist with our knees bent, then a seated half butterfly, then followed by a supported pigeon, which we did last time, and then a supported heart pose with legs over a bolster. So our first pose of the day will be the supported child's pose. So grab your bolster or your 2 blankets rolled up, and we're going to come to all fours, knees wide, toes touching. Adjust your stuff. You may want, if you want more height, you may want another blanket or a roll on top of your bolster to bring you up. So let's sit back on our heels. And again, if sitting on your heels is a problem, maybe you have a blanket or a pad that you rest on your heels that gives you a little height here. So that's another option, to bring your butt up and not on your heels if that's more comfortable for your knees. There's always ways to approach it. So we're coming to our all fours. Was there? Yes, there was. So the other way to bring it higher is first, before the bolster, between your knees wide, toes touching. And the first block is down between your knees. The next block is there. Maybe you have your blocks flat like that, and this is good. Or maybe you go like this on the edge and do that. That's a little more wobbly. I'm going to have mine flat. But the goal, the point is to play around with it. This is about finding a place to be sort of meditatively positioned so that we're opening, breathing, relaxing. So here we go. Knees wide, toes touching. You set your blocks flat on the floor, this on top. Perhaps you have your blanket on top. And then we're simply going to walk your fingers, maybe hug in towards your belly, and walk your fingers forward. Drape yourself forward. And you can either have your forehead to the cushion, or you can take a side cheek to the cushion. We're going to stay here for about 5 to 8 minutes. So relaxing, breathing, take your 5 entry breaths, your 5 full inhales followed by the 5 full exhales to land. And as your mind, maybe if it wanders, just bring it back to your breath. Rising with an inhale, relaxing and melting with an exhale. Breathing, rising, falling. So this sequence is intended, this Back to Bliss sequence that we're doing today is intended to be a general sequence to alleviate non-specific back pain. And so if any of these poses aren't comfortable for you, by all means adapt and support yourself further or pick a different pose. The benefits of this sequence that we're going to do, here we are in supported child's pose number 1. The benefits of this sequence is to stretch muscles that contribute to back pain when they're stiff. So as we inhale, we're inhaling that nice full breath into our bodies, and as we're exhaling, we're melting any stiffness away, letting our exhale carry that all away. This breathing in this posture as we rise with our inhale and fall with our exhale gently moves your spine to relieve pressure and maintain mobility. Maybe now turn your head the other side so that your cheek is facing the other way. If your forehead's flat down, then great. Or take time to just try a minute on each side of your cheek to give your neck a little relaxation and de-stressifying. Rising, feeling a sense of rising with your inhale, a sense of melting with your exhale, or expanding with your inhale, sort of a nice expansive inhale stretch, and then a melt with your exhale. And then take your forehead back to the cushion, slide your hands back towards your knees, and gradually push yourself up. We are from that posture going to remove our blocks. And then you're going to turn your bolster sideways on your mat. You're going to take your sausage roll, your rolled up blanket, put it in front here, like by where your head's going to be or where your neck's going to be, really. That's where your neck's going to be. And we're going to take your right hip, take a nice side mermaid. Take your legs to the side. This is on the right hip. And we're going to gradually take your right arm, palm up between the top of your bolster and this rolled up blanket. Now I find this stretch here to be not really supported yet, so I have to roll it higher. Maybe I roll this hot and there. That for me is better. So it's really about making it work for you. Taking your top arm to your hip. Let's just pause and take a minute. Our knees are bent. Your palm is up, grounded palm. Then you're going to inhale your arm up to the sky. And let's just inhale, reach it up, and exhale, take your scap and slide it back. Inhale, reach tall, and then slide your wing, your back scapula, so that it's hugging your spine. Inhale it up, and then exhale it all the way over. All the way over. Landing here with your 5 full expansive inhales, followed by your 5 wonderfully melting exhales to land. And I will read to you what they say in this book about what we're doing here. Also, there's a tip. If you're finding too much stress, perhaps you need, like in your lower back or a pulling in your hip or anything, by all means take a block or a blanket between your legs. A folded blanket between your legs can lift that leg action and give you some more support. It might offer more comfort in this side. Same as when you're sleeping at night. If you ever have had back issues, sleeping at night with a pillow between your legs is a very good thing to do to relieve tension and give your lower back a break. A rest, I mean, not a break. If you want to release the break that you're in, pillows between the knees is a good way to go. And then I'll read to you what they say here. The benefits of this posture are that it gently stretches your obliques and your intercostal group of muscles, your latissimus and your latissimus dorsi. It gently decompresses your spine, especially as you invite your breath to deepen. Nice full breaths. If your mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. The inhaling, expansive wonderfulness, followed by the melting, releasing exhale. It can encourage a feeling of opening, stretching, expansiveness. Let's take our arm back up to the sky, and let's just take little circles. Draw with your fingertips little circles, imaginary circles on the ceiling one way, and then circles the other way. And then inhale, reach tall, hug back, reach tall, take it down, slide yourself up. You're going to leave everything here because we're going to simply come to your all fours, take your left hip down, and find your way to your other side where your left palm is up between the top of your bolster and your pillow. Again, you could either put a block under your rolled up blanket for a little extra height, or you could fold your blanket again, however you want to jiggle it, wiggle it, make it work for you. You're in your mermaid, your grounded arm is between the top of your bolster and your pillow. You inhale, raise your top arm as we reach to the sky, and then slide your scap back to hug. Inhale, reach. Exhale, scap down. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, lower it down. Palm, fingertips to the ground or to a pillow. Like if the ground is too far, perhaps you have another pillow or sofa cushion or something that you put on the floor to make this feel both expansively stretchy, but also supported. You want to be supported in that, not overreaching. It's all about support and opening. Landing here with your 5 full breaths. Imagining each inhale a wonderful expansive opening, and each exhale a wonderful melting. If you ever feel anything pinching as we're here, by all means adjust, shift, make it work for you. As you're ready, inhale your top arm up to the sky and draw your circle with your fingertips, imaginary circles in the ceiling. Nice passive circles one way. And then reverse them the other way. Maybe you start small and go big. Maybe you go big and go small. Just explore your shoulder. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, hug your scap back towards your spine. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, scap back towards the spine. Inhale, reach. And then gradually lower your hand. Bring yourself back to a seated place, cross-legged on your mat. As we pause for a moment to take your wrists, palms down, your hands going to be on your knees, or your wrists going to be on your knees. As eyes closed, we inhale, length from the base of our spine out to the crown of our head. Exhaling, ease. And let's just pause here for a few breaths to notice what we're feeling. To re-equilibrate. To simply be in the moment. And as you're ready, let's open our eyes and find your way. For this one, we're going to need perhaps not the bolster, too high. Not the blocks. I'll find my words yet. Our blanket. So let's fold our blanket. This is going to go between our legs. So we had a roll. Now we're having a square. And this will go between our legs. So fold your blanket however it's comfortable for you. We're finding our way into actually, that's going to go between my legs. I'm going to make instead of a bolster, which is too high, like a mini blanket bolster. And this is going to go by our waist. And this is going to go between my knees. So this could be a sofa cushion. This could be, and maybe if it's between your knees, maybe you want it thick where you fold it up. You know, this is what I had lying around. So it's all about finding what works for you that's lying around your house. We're again in our mermaid place. We're finding our, taking my directions with me, finding our knees between our legs or on our side. And I'm actually going to unfold and go like this. So showing you possibilities and ways to make it work for you. I have a nice rubber block, which is comfortable for me. So I'm going to take my head up on a block or on a pillow. But actually, I don't think we'll need that because what we're going to do, don't do what I just told you. Because our arm, the bottom arm is palms out. We're going to take your right top palm on top of your bottom palm. And we're going to inhale, drag your arm up towards your inner elbow, straight top arm. Exhale, push it forward. And we're just rocking back and forth. Inhale, sliding that. Exhale, pushing it forward. Inhale, slide it back. Exhale, push forward. And then bring both of your palms together, fingers, and inhale your top arm up to the sky. And exhale it open all the way so that we're in a nice twist. So your arms are at a T. You can do cactus arms, or you can do arms at a T. If for any reason you feel pulling or stiffness here, fold your between the legs thing. Whatever blanket or pillow you have between your legs, make it tall, make it bigger, and that will relieve any pressure you may have on your lower back. So again, support yourself. Come into this reclining twist. If your waist roll blanket is too high, or you can always unroll that and make it less. You could do this without that. But here we are. Find your way into your cactus armed tea. 5 full breaths. Inhaling fullness, expansiveness, and exhaling relaxation. As your mind wanders, bring it back. Connecting with your breath. Rising with the inhale. Falling with the exhale. If you're in cactus arms, take your arms out to a T, palms up. Inhale your top arm up to the sky, roll onto your right side or whatever side you're on. Take your top hand, palm back to your palms are touching again. As again, we do our rocking back and forth where we push with a straight arm, the top palm forward so the bottom fingers are tickling your inner wrist of your top arm, and then inhale, drag that palm up towards your inner elbow of the bottom arm, and take your shoulder to the, you're going from all the way side and forward roll maybe to an exhale, inhale, however you want to use your breath, play with it. But that rocking back and forth is really nice. Then we will push ourselves up to a seated. And again, let's just sit for a moment before we go to the other side. Pause for 3 breaths here. Cross-legged, sitting tall, 3 full, wonderful, long breaths. Your eyes can be opened or closed. And then we're going to go to the other side. So you can leave your roll there, come to your mermaid the other way, and your pillow, get it ready for between the legs, wherever it's going to be. I think I folded mine in half. And exhale. Find your way down. So you're on your side, your bolster, pillow, or blankets are between your knees. Your lower arm is palm up, your left side of your head on the ground. We're going to take our top arm and do our rocking back and forth. I like to inhale, slide back, exhale, push forward. And then both palms greet each other as you inhale your top hand to the sky and exhale gently. Feel what you're feeling and find your way to your open arms. You can be at a T, you can be at goalpost or cactus arms, whatever feels right for you. Finding your 5 full landing breaths. If it's too much, put more space between your knees, put more support between your knees. Adjust your lower blanket, perhaps. So help yourself find a comfortable way to land here. And then pause, breathe, follow your breath as together we rise with our inhale and fall with your exhale. Expanding with the inhale, releasing with your exhale. And I will read to us why this is a good thing. The benefits of this, the gentle open twist, is that it supports and maintains your spine in a healthy, normal rotation. It gently stretches your chest, your shoulders, and your outer hip. It gently decompresses your spine. And it helps relieve lower back and hip pain associated with tight spinal extensors, excessive periods of sitting, standing, or walking. Again, rising with your inhale and releasing with your exhale. If you're in Cactus Arms, gradually extend your elbows into a T, and then inhale your right arm up to the sky and exhale it down to your palms together. As again, we inhale, slide the top straight arm, palm sliding on the bottom arm. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale, rock it back. Exhale, push it forward. Take your arm up back up to the sky, make a circle a couple times one way and the other way. Bring it back down and gradually find your way back to your seated posture as we re-equilibrate and just notice what we notice. Sitting tall, cross-legged, Sukhasana, easy pose. Let's take a few breaths here. Inhaling length from the base of your spine out to the crown of your head. Exhaling ease and supporting that ease as we inhale and exhale and find our way to the fourth posture of the sequence, back to Bliss, which will be seated half butterfly. This is where we will need a bolster and a block. One block coming up. One bolster. So we're on our sit tall, legs extended in front of you, and bend the knee, bend your right knee. We're going to take our block, put it by your knee of the long leg, take our bolster so that your heel is going towards your root, if comfortable, and we have this. This is, bolster is kind of the corner of your bolsters on your foot and maybe the top of the block, and we're going to drape forward here, but perhaps you also want extra height. Play around with it. Make it work for you. It says, from a sitting position, bend your right knee and draw your heel towards your pelvis. Extend your left leg long and wide so you can move it out to the side. Left leg long and wide. Place the block in front of you and rest the bolster on it, keeping the narrow end close to your right foot of the bolster, I guess. Bow forward, rest your head and one cheek on the bolster, and we're going to stay here for 3 to 5 minutes. So again, inhale, tall height. Exhale, drape it forward. And let's take your cheek to one side. Your hands can be palms up. And notice what you notice. I'm Make it comfortable for you. Make it supportive and comfortable. And as you find your way with your 5 deep breaths and land in this place, I will share with you a tip. Take your forearms, palms down, and try a palms down with the forearms. This posture gently stretches your back, your glutes, your groin, your inner thigh muscles. I'm also feeling it behind my knee. It can help alleviate neck pain, headache, and menstrual pain. It helps relieve lower back pain associated with tight spinal extensors and lordosis, that over curvature of your spine when you stick your butt out. Don't want to do that. Palms down. Turn your head the other way. With each inhale, an expansion. With each exhale, relaxing. Take your forehead to the pillow and gradually roll yourself up. As we roll back, exchange legs. So your left heel will come in towards your root and your right leg will go wide. Oh, oh, ooh. And then what you're going to do is you can leave everything set up exactly the way you have it. And then hug this in towards your root. And you're going to exhale, drape yourself down again, forearms on the floor. And play around, get yourself situated. Yes. And then with your breath, your 5 nice, long, full, expansive inhales, followed by your 5 wonderful, relaxing, releasing exhales to find your way in. One side is usually stiffer than the other. That's okay. Just notice. Maybe support yourself a little more on one side than the other. Rising with each inhale, expanding, and relaxing with each exhale. Turn your head the other way so that you get equal time on both sides of your neck. Inhaling and exhaling. As your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. And as you're ready, take your forehead back down. Slide your fingertips back as you roll yourself back up. Find your way again into your cross-legged Sukhasana easy pose. Close your eyes or gaze gently down at the ground. And inhale length from the base of your spine. Exhaling ease and a sustenance of that length. 3 more breaths here. As we prepare to find our way into supported pigeons, we're going to take the block out from under our bolster long on the mat, straddle your mat, come knees behind, straddle on your mat, all fours. Actually, now that we're all here on all fours, straddling your bolster, we're going to inhale, gaze at the cat-cow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tail. Do that a couple times. Find your way to neutral pelvis and then just wag your tail a few times, looking back at it, one way, the other way. Maybe a peanut butter jar, okay? So you're in a cylinder. Your torsion spatula is exploring the inside of your personal peanut butter jar that's lying down on the ground there. Or whatever yummy, sticky substance you like and enjoy. And then go the other way. Clean it out with your torsal spatula. Oh, nice. So, we are going to take your right knee up to the bottom of the long side, or left leg long behind you. And we're gradually going to find our way down, sink our way down. Forearms, belly, wiggle, Lizardify, supported pigeon. So adjust the bolster so it touches your pelvis, and then bow forward so it supports the front of your left hip, your torso, and either cheek. So again, turn one way. Your forearms are on the ground. Let's just take a moment to inhale, hover your arms, exhale, relax them to the ground. So you don't want to be dumping any weight into your forearms. The weight should all be supported mostly by the bolster, your torso on the bolster. Your 5 landing breaths. The benefits of this posture. This gently stretches your hip rotators, including the piriformis muscle, and hip flexors such as the psoas muscle, the deep hip flexors that can become chronically contracted if you spend extended periods sitting. It supports your hips and a healthy, normal external rotation, countering the effects of sitting and walking. It can also help alleviate lower back, hip, or sciatic nerve pain. If your mind wanders, remember
to bring it back to your breath. Inhaling, rising, exhaling, falling in the best kind of a way. Noticing any resistance you might be feeling and allowing your breath to melt away a little bit with each exhale, just a tiny bit more of that resistance, that guardedness. As you're ready, take your forehead to the bolster, slide your hands back, and gently, slowly rise yourself up. Come to your knees, sitting tall on your heels. Let's pause with your hands on your thighs, inhaling length from the base of your spine all the way out through the crown of your head. And exhale, ease. Inhaling again. And then keep all of your things there. We're going to do the same thing, but just reverse sides. You'll take your left knee up. I'm going to move mine only so that I can not be talking to the wall. So here we go. You're on all fours. Your left knee comes forward on your bolster. Your straight, long right leg back. Hug your bolster in so that your your head is going to land on it. Your torso is supported, forearms on either side of the bolster. And just sort of wiggle, melt, find your way. Your left leg forward. Inhale, length. And exhale, drape and melt over the bolster. One side. Look to the side that your bent knee is. So looking to the left. Your 5 nice, full, long landing breaths. Inhaling fullness and expansiveness and exhaling ease. And then as you're ready, turn your forehead to the mat. Slide your hands back, come back to all fours. Gradually landing your seat on your heels, hands to your thighs. Inhaling length for the base of your spine, out to the crown of your head. Exhaling ease. Notice what you're feeling. As we find our way into our last posture of the sequence, which is supported heart pose with legs over a bolster. So we are going to have 2 blocks. This will be, I believe, they're back here at the top of our mat. And one's tall like this. The other is like this. Tall, short, and bolster. Doesn't seem possible, but it is. So we find our way with our seat at the bottom of the bolster, easy pose for a moment. Then you're going to find your way with your other bolster or a rolled up blanket or a folded up cushion or whatever it is. This is going to be the support of your knees. We want our knees supported in this. So, and it says about a foot or so away from here. Here we go. Hold the bolster behind you with both hands. Relax your abdominals and gently release yourself back. Relax your arms to the sides, palms up, right? Ha-ha. And this is where we, kind of like a supported Savasana is really what this is. Close your eyes, inhale your 5 nice long landing breaths to allow you to fully arrive and be present in this wonderful place. Our knees are supported. Feel the heels on the ground. The pillow under your knees supporting you. The ground supporting you. The earth supporting you. The bolster along your back supporting you. Your wonderful seat supporting you. And the benefits of this posture are that it gently allows your chest and shoulders to open without irritating your lower back. It softens your psoas, the deep hip flexor muscles that can become chronically contracted if you spend extended periods sitting. It's a nice passive relaxation and opening. It can relieve lower back pain associated with tight hip flexors. And it allows all of us to experience a supported heart opening place, bringing about feelings of safety and comfort within your body, our bodies. Aligning your mind with your breath. Opening with your inhale. Opening with your exhale. This posture, like Savasana at the end of a traditional yoga class, one can stay in for 5, 8, 10 minutes and relax. Here as long as works for you, as long as you like. Opening with your inhale and releasing with your exhale, finding comfort and peace here in this moment. And as you're ready, I invite you to either stay here and continue, or if you're ready, to palms down, gradually find your way up to a seated pose, where we are in our Sukhasana, easy cross-legged pose. As together we inhale length from the base of our spine and exhale ease, whether you're in supported Savasana, or sitting tall. We're remembering that these relaxation and restorative yoga poses, this practice of conscious relaxation, using props to support us in gentle, comfortable positions, is just a wonderful way to help take care of yourself and offer release, support, and peace. And it's a nice way to support whether you're walking or running or cross-country skiing or working out or whatever your other physical activities are. This is a wonderful complement to that, to help you relax and de-stress and ease your muscles out of any stress you might be incurring in daily life. Next time, we will be engaging in another routine from this Restorative Yoga for Beginners book, and it will be Sciatica SOS, a sequence for sciatic pain and piriformis syndrome relief. And that will be another sequence to look forward to. I'm so glad you were able to join today. Know that these are up on YouTube. The Chilton Public Library YouTube channel has meditation classes, other yoga classes, as well as these restorative yoga classes, and they're available at any time. You can go onto YouTube, type in Chilton Public Library, and see what channels we have, see what's available on our channel. I encourage you to do that. It's a great pleasure that you joined me today, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.